Hello, Chatterino! Do I sound different to you? Sound better? Do I sound clearer? Do I sound like, there's all that much different? Tell me the truth, does it sound all that much different? One arm, I see you there.
Hello there.
It's the boy. Yeah, me. Well, that sound did not come through. Hang on. Hang on a second. See, I was messing around with new software earlier, and now everything is hecked up. There we go. Alright, so now everything should be working as intended. Any sound bits or anything, it should be fine. I was just messing with this Elgato Wavelengths beta because I was like, hey, get my mic sounding a little bit more clearer. I don't know if that's working for you guys or not. I tested it earlier and it sounded alright, but sometimes the best of our intentions don't always
I do
treat us
say, hello.
Hello, G-Pace! How you doing? Yeah.
Today is my favorite pest animal. It's
Skipping
called
now and then.
platypuses.
Yes, it's the favorite best animal called the platypus. That could be the noise gate that it's working with, so could be that. Heck, okay. I might just see what I was trying to avoid was it how's that? A little better? It's not a stream without some scuff? Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get it to sound better. Because, Meld right now does not have the most intuitive, thing with, audio. And setting up your plugins, so I might have to mess with that just a little bit more. I cranked back the ratio just a little bit, so we might get a little bit of background noise, might not, who knows. I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you guys are doing well. We are here for some Love in Deep Space. We're not playing more Diablo. Or glitchy-ish Mike. Yeah, true. We're not playing Diablo tonight. We are playing some Lovins and Deep Spacins. Yeah, also, I do have an update for you guys today. Hi, G-Pace. Today I ordered some items to upgrade the rig. So, on that upgrade life for the streaming PC. Huzzah! I'm happy about that. Yeah, so I got the new motherboard, the new coolant, and the new case. So we're going to be doing this kind of piecemeal because I got some more money coming in towards the end of the month. Stuff is very expensive. That's why I'm like taking it in chunks. But once everything's here, I'm going to be pretty much gutting the current rig and putting it all into the new, and hopefully that will let things run a lot heckin' smoother as far as the PC goes. So yeah. And maybe some of my outlying stream problems will be solved that way. Also, hello, Noel. Hello, welcome in. I hope the mic is sounding okay-ish, better-ish now. We still got some tweaking to do on that end, but I'm messing with stuff. Same RAM I got to build my PC 2 years ago. This was 180 on sale now. It's 430. Can't go be any higher than my CPU. I don't know about that. Yeah, the prices are just insane right now. Honestly, like I'm glad I don't have RAM because I picked up some new RAM previously only to realize that my current motherboard couldn't use it. But with the new motherboard, it will be able to use it. So, hey, we got to with that. So that's like one less thing I have to worry about buying. Like, I think the last thing I really need in terms of this order, an SSD for my games and stuff. And those are getting pricey, let me tell you. 4 terabyte for the Samsung one, $600. Plus, I don't remember it being $600 before. But those SSD prices are getting insane. So I'm looking around trying to find reputable brands for something like a 2 terabyte SSD to replace my 2 terabyte HDD right now. And I think that's going to help a lot with a lot of the games on the computer stuff, is moving the games to an SSD. And who knows, that might even help with the VTuber stuff too. Oh, there's that. I'm going to be slowly funding that and putting that together. The other thing, and this is a help if you want to, you are not required to by any means at all. Weird. Honestly, with all the costs and everything going out right now, I'd leave it as an option for the community if they want to help out. If you notice the little progress bar simply has got going on, we are working to fund the 1.0 model for Jake based on the design that you guys see me use a lot for stuff. So we're starting down that path because I would like to move from the customizable to my own model. I have the artist picked out. I know what their rates are going to be for a rig package. So yeah, we'll see about progress towards that this year. But yeah, that's really just like an optional thing with if you guys would like to help out. Not required. Just saying it's there for those who want to help out. So there we go. That's all my spiel for today. How about that state of play last night? Oh my god. There's so much good stuff coming out, guys. There's so much good stuff coming out. I am most hyped about Castlevania, for one. Because Castlevania, as you guys know, it was one of my long-standing favorites. And I'm so glad we're finally getting, like, new stuff for them. Like, holy crap. Besides the Pachinko and the collabs, we really have not had any new Castlevania sort of Ecclesia. And I am just so damn hyped for that. So very damn hyped for some and it looks good. The animation looks great. It's following, I think it's going to be the Sonia Belmont story, just sort of redone. And I'm very excited to see where they go with that. But yeah, so there's the God of War trilogy remake coming up. There's a whole ton of good stuff that got coming up too. What did you guys think about the big chicken? Like, I don't know if any of you saw it, but it's the preview for this upcoming game, the bird or something like that. And you basically get to play as a giant freaking chicken in a Dynasty Warriors type game. I'm for it. I think I need to see more just to be like more on board with it than I already am, I would guess. But that's where I'm at. I hope you guys saw some stuff last night too that you're hyped for. Any hoodles beesies. I'm loving Deep Space to play. We gotta get caught up on that MSQ. No, we are not playing that. We need to play Lover Deep Space. And bottom right. There we go. Up, hang on. The window on my other thing is a little bit odd. There we go. We're also going to turn off that. And yeah, I think we were about here in that window. All right. Oh. To have not updated the game before starting stream. Probably should have thought of that more than the sound setup. That's an oopsie. So we just get to sit here and wait for this to update. You guys get a free concert. Game, why you glitching out? I know you're downloading. It's trying its best. Just checking things here real quick. I always get so nervous whenever I hear that glitch sound with the game play. It's like, game, you better not crash. Eulogy. Yep, hang on. It would appear only one of the streams is showing up on YouTube. What the hell? What the fresh hecky? One second, chat. What? I forgot to change the thumbnail. That's why it looked like that way. Oops. Gonna have to remember to do that after stream. Sorry for the wait, guys. It is being slow. Do, do, do. It's only been a week. Do, 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 do. We'll be there soon, Shadow. We'll be there for men.
Before fading to dust, some love for eternal sleep, as eulogy chanted by stars.
I think Mel needs to work on the mic getting cut off every now and then. It sounds like you're glitching. I think that's mostly my fault with the settings I've got right now. I'm gonna work on it. Because it's not meld so much as Elgato wavelength, and me and my settings with that. So like, could probably cut down on the release a little bit. See if that helps any. Because it's not all meld, honestly. It's all in the name of improvement. And unfortunately, I just haven't figured out exactly what the magic ratio is on that yet. OBS had it easy. They had just the simple plugins that you just dialed in the numbers that you knew worked. Where this, I have to spend a bit more time Probably doesn't help that the game's also doing a big install at the same time. You know, I thought this would be quicker than it turned out to be. Oops. Okay. One second here. Brup. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Whoa, wait, freaking get over itself.
before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep. As the eulogy chanted by stars.
Well, let's talk real quick about the game I'm looking forward to most, honestly. Like, from what you saw of the state of play, specifically, what are you guys looking forward to the most? What got your interest? I'm interested.
Free from the rule of death, now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind as she prays again. Back when things began.
Would have to say Belmont's Curse and Legacy of Kain Defiance. Yep. I think Legacy of Kain is something I'm going to have to dig into, because I hear it's a classic, but I never really played the games growing up. Blame that not having access to, like, the PlayStation and all that stuff growing up. But Belmont's Curse. God of War Trilogy Remake? Yeah! That's going to be good. Some good stuff. I was actually surprised that they got TC back. Which, honestly, solid choice on their part for getting TC old work. I think they made a good choice with that. And I was actually pretty surprised to, like, shadow drop that that prequel game on the same night. Thought that was an interesting choice, especially since it's more of a blasphemous type game with the side scroller. Never played any of the God of War games. I mostly played the first one on the PS4, the Norse Saga, which I thought was pretty good. Have yet to play Ragnarok though. I think I've only, like, watched bits and pieces of that through, like, YouTube and stuff like that, to be honest, because I wanted to get caught up in the story. Because, unfortunately, I don't got a...
Some fall for eternal sleep. Their eulogies turn into gleaming stars.
may have underestimated the amount of updates that this game had going on in the past week. Oh, man. I do apologize, guys. I was not prepared for tonight. I thought the whole Elgato thing wouldn't take as much time as it would.
Some love for longevity before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep.
Do.
Chanted by stars into that serenity. Their lost time forever buried. She rambled 1,000 times, a million miles searching for
Oh, yeah. I wrote this before, but apparently, in the wake of people finding out about the new Castlevania, somebody's actually started talking about an indie game that's doing much, still kind of the same classic style, but it's also like sci-fi Metroidvania. I'm gonna put this in the Discord for you guys. Apparently, there's this game called Silent Planet that's getting ready to come out pretty soon. Full indie game and all that fun stuff. So we'll
Today
You might
is
take a
my
look-
favorite pastime.
look at them all called Platypuses. Hi, Lenny. Welcome in. We're just waiting for the I forgot to do that before stream start. Yeah, so we're almost done updating. We'll be there. We'll get to the men soon enough. And I do apologize again for the waits and the scuff. I was messing around with settings before stream start. Which is, you know. Do. It's almost there. It's at, and then we will have the men. Da, da, da.
Some love for longevity before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep as eulogy chanted by stars.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Their lost time forever buried. She rambled
If the game could be any slower,
a million miles searching
I
for
think,
light.
just maybe,
Free from the
time, you know, like GTA 6 arrives. Maybe.
time goes by, but memories rewind. They should pace again. Back when things began. Where they meet to grow.
You know, I think we'll probably get GTA 6 before we get an actual dedicated, what's it called? A dedicated client for Love and Deep Space. Just the way things are going right now. I swear, if this is another update that breaks the freaking emulator, I'm going in the air and be like, what? Including my Vtuber model. I'll just grab it and I'll just like toss it off the screen like this. This is the longest Tuber. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it. Actually, let me make sure that game audio is actually coming through. Your mic is having fits, isn't it? Sounds cooked. Okay. Bip. But how about that? That better? Sounds better. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with those settings on the Elgato thing.
Will they be just stars?
Ah.
Or go with the wind?
I twied.
Some love for love,
Because I noticed in some of my recent recordings, my mic was like peeking out, so I was trying to avoid that, you know, being a thing.
some love for eternal
But it sounds like we got more testing to do.
eulogy chanted by stars. Into that
Let's see, Serenity.
their lost time
Turn that
buried. She rambled 1,000 times. I
off. Remove Chanel. Okay.
Free from the rule of death, now cease.
This game really doesn't want to load that last percent.
Time goes by, but memories rewind as she prays again. Back when things began, where'd you go? Where they meet and grow old. Where the rivers would flow, no wounds would grow, no life would never be ceased. Oh, some love could start again, where they would never be the same.
Sigh.
Where dreams every day, then they would stay.
Boop, boop, doo, boop, 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 doop, doop. What up, my brother and Silas? Waiting for the damn update to finish. Waiting for the damn update to finish because I forgot to do it before starting the stream. As you do, yup. So that's where we're at right now. Literally took the first 30 minutes of the stream just going through that crap.
For eternal sleep, their eulogies turn into gleaming.
Ah, how you doing, Savvy? I was also trying like some different audio setups for my mic, and apparently it was causing some crack-a-lacking. So that was a whole other thing too that we had to turn off before continuing.
Some love for longevity.
Okay, are you good? Art thou goodst? I say to the slowly nodding Raphael.
Eternal sleep, a eulogy chanted by stars. Into that
Oh, speaking of Silas,
their lost time forever buried. She rambled 1,000 times. I've been searching for light.
I think the game is just slowed down to its own dimension.
Now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind as she prays again. Back when things began.
Guys, I'm starting to think it's one of those Mumu player break-in updates. Not sure. Let's try this again. Or maybe it's just my Mumu player that's going bad. Literally could just be me. If not, we'll probably pivot to something else. Where's the demand? I demand. Well, look, the demand needed like a good half hour just to update, so really it's not my fault. Okay, maybe it is my fault for like not updating it before stream, but you know what? I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about fixing my dang mic quality, which was apparently very crispy. Too crispy. Yeah, you are chugging like a mofo. If this gets to be like, if this gets to be something where it's like unplayable for tonight, we might have to pivot to a different game. I'll do my best, but you know, sometimes the men just don't want to happen. We'll just retitle this to the Jake is fighting Scuff all night stream. I think that'll be a good title. All because I just decided to try and do a different setup for my microphone. Well, forgive me if I just wanted my audio to be just a little bit clearer. Alright, hang on. Let us make sure. Okay. I think we're back in business, chat. Let's see what happened real quick. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Foo on me. Hang on, let's see. Let's test it with a memory. Here, we'll just go back to Night Plumes. Night Plumes, will you play?
You got here just in time.
Veterinarian. Don't mind us, we're just gonna be skipping through this
Speak.
this dialogue rapid fire.
What do you mean? Depends on whether or not you can make it in time. There's no reason to keep someone waiting when asking for help.
Alright, seems to be going. Silas, we'll get back to you another time. Alright, story time. Let's try and finish Death and Rebirth before more stuff goes wrong. I really do appreciate you guys' patience and just hanging with me and, you know, chilling out as we figure this whole technological buffoonery out. Appreciate you guys a lot. Okay. As noon approaches, the car enters the sanatorium parking lot. Since Zane holds an internal role here, he's been granted limited clearance to the facility. I plan to slip in while he keeps the receptionist distracted.
Safety first.
Oh wait, he's wearing his whole like murder Zane getup. Are we sure? Are we sure we can trust him? You know, he is kind of in murder Zane outfit right now. You too. He doesn't look back when he leaves, but he suddenly raises his hand for a quick high five as our position's shielded from view. With my biosignature concealed, the omnipresent security camera's scan doesn't trigger anything. Their red indicators blink before moving on. Dimitri might be crazy, but I have to admit the ID camouflage chip he gave me is really useful. The lush trees and flower beds scattered throughout the sanatorium provide perfect cover. Dodging staff members in the courtyard, I make my way to room A107 from memory. That's where Karen is. Karen! The staff will change shifts at approximately 12 o'clock p.m. There's a small window of time. To be more specific, there's a small window of time where no one checks the room. My shoes scrape against the smooth wall as I wait for the staff to leave. Once they're gone, I slip in from the window. Karen's eyes widen slightly at my entrance, but she remains quiet. Sorry, with the press conference coming up, they tightened security. I could only use this method to visit.
I expected as much. You're clever for figuring out how to find the perfect moment.
Teehee. I understood the message you sent when you gave me those notes. That's why I'm here. Are you really going to give up? If we take this chance, you might actually have a shot at making a full recovery. Karen shakes her head.
After surviving so many close calls on the battlefield, I'd say death has already been more than generous.
But what about rebirth? She reveals a peaceful smile and looks at the sunlight streaming through the window.
When I first entered the cocoon, I dreamed.
A dream as time gone by?
And in that dream, I had made a full recovery. I got to watch my daughter grow up. I was there for every important moment of her life. At her wedding, I hugged her while crying. But the face reflected in her eyes was unmistakably that of a horrifying monster.
Her gaze dims. Outside the window, a butterfly drawn to the artificial flowers in the vase crashes against the glass again and again.
When I came to my senses, I realized I wasn't hugging her. My hands were around her throat.
Ooh, the deathly hug. The hug of lights out, as it were.
I only wanted to hug her. So why did I make her cry?
Yeah, people don't respond well to that kind of hug. Sensing my hesitation, she pulls the IV line from the back of her hand.
My dear, have you heard of Zhuang's butterfly dream?
Nope.
I've always wondered who was really dreaming. Was it the butterfly? Or Zhuangzi himself? If I can't tell who I am anymore, then the whole world has become my cocoon. The time I still have doesn't matter. I've made my decision.
What would you like me to do?
The press conference is scheduled for noon tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now. In an hour, they'll place me in the cocoon for my final examination. You need to locate the cocoon's power supply and cut it off completely.
No. The cocoon is connected directly to the test subject's consciousness. She's asking us to... yeah, okay. A sudden disconnection could lead to the unpredictable effects on her already fragile body. Yeah, it could lead to,
Don't worry about me. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Finding a suitable test subject like me isn't easy. Trust me, this is the best way to stop them.
I'll find a way to get you out of there.
Even if you could carry me, my body wouldn't survive a strenuous escape.
I know she's right. Once the guard shift ends, they'll quickly discover their most important patient has disappeared. Every exit in the sanatorium will be sealed off by then.
If this is to be my final battleground, then you must help me. Please.
I understand. Well, that's a little heavy. After leaving room A107, I move quickly without any hesitation and stay out of sight.
Did you hear? Patient A379 suddenly lost control and became violent just now.
Not A379, I was gonna get their muffin recipe. Sorry.
It's fine. Dr. Carter said that was normal.
Along the way, I quietly took down several orderlies and receptionists who spotted me. Just, put them to the side here. And, just stuff them in the closet, The sanatorium is massive, and many areas are restricted. A blind search could last until nightfall and still be a failure. What I sensed that day must have been the cocoon's energy core. I take a deep breath and activate the spatium core's power once more. My vision ripples and expands like waves. A faint energy trail leads me forward like a guiding thread. My drifting consciousness slowly seeps through the sanatorium's public areas, the garden, and through each patient's room. If I can just find the energy control hub. Following the faint energy pulse, I find myself at the end of the corridor that connects the public area to the garden. There's a door almost seamlessly integrated into the wall. Without hesitating, I push it open. You'd think, her outputting this kind of energy would kind of get her, detected. Given she's kind of, giving off a flare. A large enclosed space gradually reveals itself. Behind this door lies an unexpected serene forest. Strange, there are no guards present. Only an unsettling silence hangs in the air. My watch hasn't sounded any alarms, and there are no detectable signs of biological activity amongst the vegetation. The energy source's pull grows stronger as it tugs at the power flowing within me. It's as if I'm being guided in a specific direction. Past the forest's winding path, an unexpectedly elegant old building comes into view. That must be it. The energy readings are at their strongest there. We're getting close to the end. Meow. Hey, Poma. How you doing? A trustworthy colleague. With Zane's help, these past few days, the Cocoon's data and performance have shown improvement. Carter is in high spirits. He genuinely believes his junior has switched to the dark side. No, has finally seen the light. No, he's definitely in his murder suit. So, Carter, just watch out. Watch your back.
I remember you were sitting right next to me when we talked for the first time. Do you want to join my research team? Before that, we all thought you were just some stuck-up child prodigy.
Dr. Noah used to say that one person can go fast, but a group can go far. Besides, your theoretical research was undeniably superior.
I wonder how much that's eating at him to be able to say that, with a straight face. A look of surprise appears on Carter's face. Hello, Hunter of Lincoln. Welcome in.
And quietest out of everyone. Who knew you'd be the most forward-thinking, boldest student in the lab?
How goes the hunt?
You went ahead and performed what we didn't dare to imagine. And you'd posed what we didn't dare to ask to the
Cool
most
VTuber, by the way. Thank you
distinguished of
very much. I
professors,
appreciate that.
until they were left speechless.
Yeah, we're going through the last bits of Death and Rebirth MSQ, by the way, if you're not caught up. Though, you know, knowing you're a Hunter of Lincoln, you're probably like all the way caught up. Are you new to lads? Relatively. I've been at this a couple months now, going through the MSQ because of a bet that I had last year that my friends helped me get to 300 follows on Twitch, and as part of that deal that they helped me get to 300 follows before the year ended, I said I would play lads on stream. I've been playing since summer last year. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've kind of been just pacing myself. I've had my own life stuff going on too, so I'm not like on it as much as it was at the start. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying yourself, Hunter of Lincoln. And also, hello to Dr. Z Jasmine on YouTube side of the stream. Alright, real quick question for you two. Real quick question. Who's your favorite mans? Now's your time to speak. Who's your favorite mans? This is not a judgment space. You're free to say it. Your favorite man to sell us another winner. And Dr. Z Jasmine is a harem player. Okay, nice, nice. I know a couple harem girly pops. Yeah, Salus is pretty much my main by virtue of the fact that he's also my girlfriend's favorite, so, you know. Walking and talking as I pass through the streamlined skywalk, those two soon arrive at the sanatorium's central platform. As dusk approaches, light filters through the hemispherical dome-like delicate silk. Raphael is my second. I have one friend in particular who is pretty much just like you. Like, Raphael was initially her first choice, and then when she got to Salus, he pretty much broke her bias, so... I find that interesting. It bathes the courtyard in soft, warm hues.
I understand that Ever wants to use tomorrow's press conference to improve the Fountain of Atay's credibility. But the rebirth cocoon still needs to be further developed. It's not ready to be revealed to the public.
Why not? We've prepared the best testing equipment, and all the data will be presented to the public in the most accessible format.
But I love all of them, so I don't tend to pick favorites. Well, when it comes to Salus, it does. Hey, again, no judgment here. If you got a fave, you got a fave. That's just how it goes. We're not gonna yuck your yums around here.
Besides, we already have a suitable candidate for a public demonstration.
He turns to Zane, and his voice becomes more eager.
Zane, do you remember what I asked you the night Exhard succeeded?
Have I checked out the new banner yet? No, I have not, actually. No. Normally, I'd be playing on my phone, but I've been procrastinating on having to do an uninstall, reinstall on that, because the app stopped working on my phone. So, I have not been messing around with that whatsoever. I know it's the New Year's theme stuff, with a little bit more of a wuxia vibe to it. But I've not pulled. Does Thomas count? I think he's cute too. Well, look, if any man's, strikes your fancy in this game, then he probably counts. I mean, I think it's been enough time where they should start poking towards maybe a 6th love interest if they don't want to go beyond the 5. Who knows? Thomas could end up on the list. Thomas could be there. Who was the other one I was thinking about? That could be like... Have you enjoyed playing Let's? I have definitely enjoyed it. I've enjoyed certain parts of the story more than others, but I think it's been an intriguing experience, especially from a male perspective and how males interact with media and, you know, just our general reactions to certain attitudes and archetypes and that kind of stuff. So it's been an interesting ride, especially seeing how things like unfold and connecting all the different pieces, especially as to how the side cards play into it and everything like that. So I've been enjoying it. It's been a good time. Plus, you know, it gives me stuff to drive my girlfriend crazy with. So
I asked if you wanted to change the world with me.
Carter turns to survey the crowd in the garden below. His figure is reminiscent of a smug creator gazing upon their creation.
We stand at the center of all our achievements. I assure you that success is within our grasp.
What exactly do you mean by success? Are you talking about unpredictable success rates? Or how quickly you dispose of your defective specimens when they fail?
Uh-oh. The smile on Carter's face freezes, then it slowly disappears. You got called out. You got called out. Whoa. Zane's always your precise wish, though? Nice, yeah. Zane's one of those that I really like. I enjoy Zane. I really do. Like, Silas and Zane are probably my top two.
In the past, they were patients you fought desperately to save.
That's the face of a man who got called out.
Thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot how pathetically incompetent I used to be.
Still are.
Why is it that when I was a powerless doctor, the lives lost under my care were somehow forgivable? But when I strive to be a pioneer, you suddenly care about the injustice done to those who were already destined to die. When did you become such a coward, Zane? That incident at Mount Eternal? Let me rephrase that. You've always been better at confronting death compared to me.
An uncontrollable impulse surges within him. Fortunately, a voice comes through his earpiece and pulls him back into reality. Zane, I found the location with the strongest energy signatures. Don't be murder Zane right now, okay? Bring him back. Reel him in. Reel in the mans. Just in case, if you can get clearance from either Carter or Benedict. Zane composes himself, discreetly tapping the area near his ear as acknowledgement. He looks at Carter. Hang on, I'm gonna do something here real quick because yeah, we had all those delays earlier in stream, and I'm not in the mood to be letting no ad breaks start with my permission. Hang on. Do. Mobile, why you no let me skip ads or snooze ads? Mobile, please. Gerd Ramen. Okay, so we're gonna have an ad start here pretty soon. We're gonna take about 3 minutes, so please feel free to get up, stretch, get a snack, that kind of stuff, and we'll be back after that's well done and over. On the YouTube side, just hang tight. Just hang tight, and we'll be back shortly with Zane's answer and apparently how he's going to deal with Carter. Hopefully not in the murderous way. Alright, so once that kicks in, we'll do a quick be right back. Thune. But I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Come on. You're sick, so you gotta go eat ramen? Go eat some ramen. Enjoy yourself. Eat some good food, and I hope you feel better. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I can throw away Spotify now. Thank you guys for hanging out through that. Zane composes himself, discreetly tapping the area near his ear as acknowledgement. He looks at Carter. Pressing a finger against his chest, Carter's icy stare lands on Zane. His mocking tone from earlier vanishes.
The heart beating in my chest belongs to someone else. I can't live an insignificant life. Zane, I understand the meaning of death far better than you do. If these sacrifices are necessary, then so be it.
Oh no, he got the hand. He's getting ready to do something to him.
We're about to solve humanity's greatest dilemma, and you're still too young. Ugh!
His limbs are forcefully frozen to the wall. Yep, there he is. The surveillance camera frees just as they turn, and their red indicators go dark.
You? Zane, you dare to freeze me?
The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet for your academic plagiarism.
Up! The time for justice is now. Academic scum. I'm gonna give you your failing grade. Carter's briefly freed hand is sealed in ice once again, and his frantic struggling is frozen as an awkward, rigid pose.
You can't be serious. You're bringing this up now? The end justifies the means. Let me go.
Yes, you're red as a popsicle.
It was a joke. But I need you to stay still for a while, Carter.
Are you planning to destroy the cocoon or cut off its power supply? The sanatorium has 6 independent operating systems. Pulling the plug won't be...
If this place allows someone with malicious intent like me to freely come and go, then that just shows how confident all of you are.
What are you actually trying to do?
Oh, you know, just trying to do a little bit of sabotage. Just a little bit of it. Carter glares at him. His junior pauses thoughtfully before calmly shaking his head.
I won't tell you this time, Carter. I have a more trustworthy colleague to work with now.
I hate Carter. You know what? Honestly, all my homies hate Carter. Ain't not a single Carter fan in this club right here. All of us got life grudges against Carter. He shan't be welcome at the local picnic. Not for one day.
You didn't come here alone this time. What's that girl up to?
Oh, you know, mostly like girly pop things.
This is murder! You're taking away these patients' only chance at survival! Zane, you ungrateful traitor! You might be smart, but you're weak and short-sighted. Security!
Another layer of ice appears to seal his mouth shut.
You said this place was perfect for heart-to-heart conversations, since no one would disturb us. I'm afraid you'll have to stay frozen for a while. Carter, you're not doing this to save lives, nor are you doing it to save humanity. Everything you've done is to merely fill the emptiness and soothe the fear you have when confronting death.
Zane takes out a palm-sized access card from Carter's pocket. Zane's gaze does not meet his. It lands on Carter's heart instead.
I doubt the heart's donor wants it beating in the chest of an executioner.
Oh. It looks like he's swearing. It looks like he said a swear. Perfect specimen. Hard to believe we're nearly caught up. This would be a really bad time for Love in Deep Space and in Fold to drop a new batch of MSQ. Holographic display takes up half of my field of vision. The green dot representing Zane is moving towards my position. Not expecting much, I take a deep breath and place my hand on the door. To my surprise, it opens with a gentle push. How long you been playing? I want to say since late fall of last year. We've been doing this like about once a week, and then we had like a whole week where we were just pushing through it to get caught up. So I've only been at this like a couple months, if we're being honest. Light streams through the glass dome and lands on the floor. It reveals an elegantly decorated reception hall. The space is completely empty. Only the sound of footstep echoes to break the silence. You're in August-September 2024, girly. I started playing when Zane's first birthday banner came out. So you got some history with this. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I joined in, I joined in when the God of Annihilation myth was going, and all the jokes about the altar and the glowy bits was coming around, and a very specific title for Zane's myth. Yeah. Ah, yes, the god of backshots. Sevi, my man, backing up. I was trying to be cordial because we had, the people new to the stream talking, but yeah, let's not hold pretense here. Sevi, you did make an appearance in my short that dropped today, referencing that. Look, we know what we're about. Yeah, we are. We know. You were free to play for a whole year, but not anymore. Yeah, I haven't been entirely free to play. I did spend some money trying to get, and I actually did get the latest in the rerun for the Abyssal Sovereign. Because, Edgelord Dragon. I had to. Only the sound of footsteps echoes to break the silence. Zane, I've sent you the coordinates. That's where the energy core is.
Don't worry. I'm just...
As soon as my hand touches the railing for the staircase going up, the scene before me flickers and vanishes. The comms channel is dead. I put my hand away and take a half a step back. I turn as colors fade. Womp. Like running water, they flow out from the ceiling, walls, and the floor to the window, to the wall, to the wall. They all melt into an endless expanse of pure white. Okay, so the window to the wall joke went a little bit. Should have read ahead to the line about pure white, but it's not that kind of stream. Not that kind of stream. It's like a white tomb or something else.
I'm honored you decided to visit.
I hear a slightly amused voice behind me. I whirl around to find Benedict staring in the middle of the reception hall. I'm not sure when he appeared. While I'm startled, I need to look composed right now. You've done a good job at preparing for the press conference, Mr. Benedict. It's going well without you. He touches the wall, and the white space suddenly dissipates. It returns to its original form, a reception hall.
Miss Hunter, you should have been the most successful test subject. It's a shame you weren't one of ours.
Look, I can only be a test subject so many times. We had it for the, deep backstory, and that was all that we were contractually obligated to do. So, Mr. Benedict, you're going to have to find somebody else.
After all, every experiment here exists for one purpose, to create beings just like you.
Gunshot explodes in the empty reception hall. I'm tired of hearing you people talk about the same thing. Let's skip the formalities and get to fighting. Just as the bullet approaches him, crystal shards suddenly burst from his arm to pulverize the projectile.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention something. I'm one of the cocoon's successful specimens.
Gee, who would have known? Who could have known that he would end up being a successful test subject that could deflect bullets? Who'd have thunk it? I mean, you could have said that earlier, like I would have brought a bigger gun or maybe a sword or something like that, I could have called in the cavalry, I'm sure Luke and Kieran would have wanted to join in, or maybe even what's her name, Yvonne or somebody like that, the lady. I don't like Benedict either. Yeah, with good reason. Or maybe, that one chick that really likes, rail cannons. I think she really would have liked to give her 2 cents in the situation. Simone, thank you. I know it ended with a O-N-E, but I forgot which one it was, so... I like it. Yeah, it was Simone. It was Simone. Pretty sure that girl's destined for a life as a mecha pilot. I was thinking either Terra or Simone. Well, you know, honestly, if it was Terra, I would have said it was like that specific girly pop. But no, Simone's whole trait is railgun. So. Yeah, quickly switch out the regular bullets in my magazine for energy rounds destined to fight wanderers. Then I shoot at him. Pat, pat, pat. But Benedict seems to have anticipated this. At his signal, several shadowy figures surge forth from the darkness. Ah, yes, the office ninjas. Several Altera move with inhuman speed like savage beasts. They lunge towards me. You're calling for backup already? Guess you aren't really a successful specimen. Quickly stepping to the side and spinning, I dodge in the nick of time. The Alterum crash into one another. Alterum. Sorry, I keep forgetting that they have a very specific pronunciation. I don't plan on dragging this fight out. Zane will be here soon. Finding the energy core's location is the highest priority. Also, Zane's in, like, you know, Mr. Murder mode, so I think it'll be fine. I activate the spaceship core sensing ability again. There is a faint energy signature coming from the top floor of the building. And then everything before my eyes becomes indistinguishable once again. As the light shifts and wavers, thick fog appears from out of nowhere. It rolls in and blurs even the faces of the Alterum.
Play with them for a while.
No, I didn't sign up for a play date. My senses stop working and my vision is plunged into an endless void. Overwhelming dizziness washes over me. Desperately, I try to stay conscious in spite of the vertigo, but my legs give out and I collapse onto the cold floor. I know I've reached my limit. Just before I lose consciousness, the sounds around me fade. In the void, I feel someone firmly grab my wrist. The churning sensation of instability vanishes when I open my eyes.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
It hurts everywhere. Under the flickering light, I can barely make out Zane's worried expression. Before I can say I'm fine, a searing pain erupts from my chest and flows through my entire body. Oh, it's a heart condition ex machina time. Yeah, press my hand against my chest, but the physical pressure does nothing but to ease the pain. Oh, game. Game, why are you chugging?
Stop trying to sense it. You look pale.
Game, if you could please. If you could please not. Game, what is going on with you? I grab his hand. Gritting my teeth, I tell Zane everything that just happened.
After them! Where did they go?
Don't speak. Keep your breathing steady.
Up, and there's a metal wolf. Hi, buddy. Zane quickly surveys our surrounding. He pulls my arm over his shoulder and helps me walk. It's not there. Go straight. Past that barrier. We pass through the wall. The Alterum are right behind us, but it seems they were fooled by the elusive hologram. Thankfully, this space has been warped. Zane pulls me into an empty room and slams the door. Ice covers it, but the Alterum have us cornered. They claw at the frost and create this sharp grating sound. Everything in front of me blurs into patches of color. I try to grab Zane's hand again. But my strength fails me. My hand weakly slides down his sleeve. I can't do the hand holding. I have a migraine. Up. He's getting ready to poke us.
Zane? Why am I tied up?
It's done.
What did you inject me with?
A suppressant. The energy in your heart has surpassed your tolerance threshold. This will ease the strain. Better now?
Oh, we got the handholdy anyway. I'll just leave this in frame for a little bit for the Zane girlies. I know you're getting your food right now. Just look at that, man. Look at that hand-holding going on. Whole lot of hand-holding going on there, you know. Make sure you take your proper precautions and everything, because that's how you get pregnant.
Zane.
Oh.
The suppressant won't last long. We need to leave now.
Fluctuations.
He has such a good manicure. I know, right? Those doctor's hands. He's got to take good care of them. The power of God.
Look out.
He sounded so urgent, too.
Fire.
Blap, 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 blap. Blap, 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 blap.
It's Murder Zane, ready to go on a killing spree.
Of course we would survive. If you take another step, I can't guarantee you'll get out of this alive.
Dr. Zane.
Wolfgun.
Your firearm can't kill you, but a wanderer can.
Ah, it's a freeze gun.
Oh, no, it's just, he got rid of the gun. Hang on, Girly Pop's on the way!
If that's it, then... He underestimated us. Watch your heart. 30% of your evil should do.
Through the power of hand-holding, we have the power!
In your case, the cure is extreme measures.
Hand-holding loot, I know, right? I mean, you know, narratively speaking, we're not really going to worry about it right now, but we might have some problems in about 9 months. Look at that. That's a cool outfit for her, too. I like it. It's a good vibe. Gasp. Artist, how much would it cost me to commission me being dressed in Zane's murder hobo outfit? It's not really hobo outfit, it's more like just his murder outfit. Because it is a nice suit, I'll give him that.
Let's see a successful specimen.
Altair and Benedict.
With our combined strength.
Here I go.
Look at that. He got turned into an Alterum and he lost his legs. What a way to go.
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
Can't even walk around on his own pizzas.
Perfect.
Watch out.
I'm okay. Let's take it down first.
Such a shame, right?
Self-declared successful specimen. It was weak. Now's our chance.
Go back to the pit you came from. My turn.
That was fast.
So were you? Thanks.
It recovered. Be careful. Be ready for its next move.
Chad, I do got a question now that I think about it. Him being turned into that and all. Do you think that's what his legs used to be, or is that his?
Now you can't escape.
You know, would that be a converted version of his?
I'll send it on a journey.
No.
Its final journey.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably not.
My turn.
Struggling is futile.
Same.
Here it comes. Leave it to me. Is this what you wanted?
Wow.
Without combined struggle is weak. Now's our chance.
Bring it on.
It is falling apart.
Not even a challenge.
Stream is glitching out real hard. Oh wow. Okay. Oh gosh, your stream is glitching out real hard. Okay, man. Apparently the encoder does not like meld. Clip. All right, thank you. I'll have to take a look. I'll take a peep. This is what happens when you have unprotected handholding, everyone. Poor Jake's ears, I know, right? Fighting so hard through deep space that you're glitching the world. I guess we're gonna have to see that, yeah. Let me take a look, chat. Let me take a gander. A propaganda. Also, hi, Blue. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. The hand-holding was too spicy for the game. I guess so. I guess so. Okay. If it would let me click the link, that would be great. Or if not, I'll just go through the created clips here and right meow. Thank you for that, Noli. I'll appreciate you. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was glitching hard. That was glitching hard, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I just think it just doesn't like Moo Player at this point. Actually, now that I think about it. Hang on, burp. Settings. Maybe. We'll worry about it for next time. After using up almost all of my ammunition, the Wanderer finally crashes on the ground, but this isn't the end. The sound of regenerating flesh echoes throughout the building as the crystals on its body rapidly retract. It's as if they're being devoured. Hum nom nom nom. Guys, he's eating rock candy. In just a few seconds, the Wanderer has completely regenerated and takes on Benedict's appearance.
Wait for an opening first, then we'll retreat. There's no point in continuing this fight.
Zane is right. Benedict isn't our primary target right now. The lads. Yes, the lads. Also, hello, Thunderbird. Just subscribe. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Appreciate that. And I missed that dialogue. I fired my last bullet at Benedict as a grayish-white mist fills the reception hall. Here's another good example of my seamless coordination with Zane.
Now's our chance. Go.
Yeah. We went away. Whoop, 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 whoop. With the Alterum at our heels, I lead Zane towards the strongest energy signature I remember sensing in this building. Have you noticed how the Alterum are getting stronger? They're practically like living weapons. Could it be that after their consciousnesses are eroded, these failed test subjects are turned into tools that can be commanded? It's more likely than you think. After taking down another Alterum that tried to attack us, I run towards a corner. The strongest energy signature was right behind a door. Huh? Wait, where's the door? Doors just can't be moving like that.
Watch out.
As Frost immobilizes the guard who tried to ambush us, Zane stands back to back with me. Both of us are on high alert. Part of the layout has changed again.
If this place is a projection, then changing the layout would be the quickest way to hide the energy core's location.
Ugh, this is annoying. I have to find the energy signatures again.
Remember to not let your energy overload your heart. I don't have any more stabilizing injections.
Speaking of which, where did you one that you gave me? Where'd you get that?
Knowing how a certain Miss Hunter tends to overuse her evil, I came prepared.
Oh, so he just came prepared, knowing how we tend to what's the word I'm looking for, Sevi? You tend to crash and burn. We run the thing until it runs out of steam. When you restrained me earlier,
it was because you were too strong.
I place my hands on the wall. The energy surges through my veins as my sensing ability is magnified. The location becomes clearer. I'm certain the energy core is being held on the top floor. Follow me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Found it. Follow me. Chat, chat, chat. The last Alterum is knocked down to the area below. Only me and Zane are on the top floor. At the end of the cold, white corridor stands a single door. It's as if our only option is to move forward. This is it. Zane and I exchange a quick glance before swiping Carter's ID card against the scanner.
Welcome to the Energy Core Control Room, Dr. Carter.
I am kind of wondering how the Carter Popsicle's doing right now. Once the door to the control room closes, a layer of ice covers it. Thick cables run along across the area, and they all converge on the central energy pillar. I can read. Central energy pillar that emits a luminescent blue light. It's being powered by a protocore. In all of its glory, this is Ever's crown jewel in the industry of protocore technology. If the energy pillar is destroyed, all ongoing experiments will immediately cease. In other words, Karen, who's undergoing an examination, will remain trapped in her cocoon. It could potentially cause irreversible damage to her body. Karen's kind of just ready to go at this point. She's very much resolved to, yeah.
Are you worried she might regret her decision?
Maybe. Or I might. I already carry enough guilt. What's one more, right? Close your eyes and click. I can't betray her trust in me, or rather, I believe in her choice. I remember the first time I held Karen's hand. It was thin, delicate, yet surprisingly strong. Zane raises his hand and hurls a shard of ice towards the luminescent energy pillar at the center. Ding dong.
Zane, wait!
Carter's voice rings out from the overhead speakers as the surrounding glass wall instantly becomes transparent. He got out? I guess he must have gotten a quick thaw. I can see Carter has arrived. Hang on, emails. Blip. Alright. Catching his breath, he's standing in the reception hall we were in earlier.
Zane, leave this place, and don't you dare destroy that energy core! Do you remember how much time and effort we put into this?
Without a hint of emotion in his eyes, Zane gives Carter a slight nod. I do remember, and it's going to give me great pleasure in destroying it too. Amid the chaos, Benedict calmly stands behind the crowd. He smiles as he raises his hand to his ear.
You dropped your facade sooner than I expected, Dr. Zane. Is it because of your sense of duty as a doctor, or a resolve driven by guilt?
Believing that you can guide humanity's fate so you can control life and death is the epitome of arrogance.
Isn't thinking you have the right to stop any experiment that crosses the boundaries of life just as arrogant? This is what the people in our era want. And in just a few centuries, or maybe even a few decades, history will remember this moment.
You have no right to speak of such things.
Why don't we watch and see how the future unfolds? Even if you've stopped Ms. Karen's experiment and prevented the press conference today, you can't stop the tide of progress.
It's more or less the same rhetoric. Did everyone ever attend the same corporate seminar or something? Look, I could make a really on-point joke about how corporate training is very uniform and stuff like that. But then, you know, that I think everybody pretty much gets that already. I think we are all on the same page on that, yeah.
Ah, yes. I have one more question I'd like.
The static in the comms channel suddenly falls silent and cuts off Carter's angry shouts. All I can hear is Benedict's steady voice tinged with amusement alongside his breaths.
Back then, why did you choose to destroy something that could have shaken or even changed the world?
He asked the exact same question that I did. A sense of unease stirs as I glance at Zane, who's maintaining his usual composure.
It couldn't be controlled. Any action beyond our control leads to unpredictable consequences.
Maybe it's because he used his Evol too many times in quick succession. The delicate ice crystals are steadily creeping up Zane's forearm.
Uncontrollable. I see.
Uh-oh. He's turning into Murder Zane.
Your rationality is an absolute, the very thing that drives you to eliminate any possibility of losing control. It affects the smallest things about yourself to the greatest matters of this world.
I don't think we signed up for a psyche eval here, Benedict.
That's why you killed William at Mount Eternal back then, yes? You really are capable of such cruelty. You struck down your mentor and friend who fought beside you. Even I would have hesitated.
Cut to the chase.
A long time passes before Zane's voice breaks the silence. Although his tone remains calm, his ragged breathing gives him away.
You're here to atone for your mistake. That much is certain. But you also wish to uncover what you think is the truth. For example, surely there must be an explanation for why those Alterum look so much like everyone who died at Mount Eternal.
In the tense undercurrents of this moment, a harsh truth slowly surfaces.
I'll tell you. Those people at Mount Eternal were this experiment's first batch of failed specimens.
Oh.
Your companions, William, all your guilt and suffering, I'm the one who caused it.
Well, I mean, Benedict, you just gave us reason and rationale to stop you even harder now. His tone is almost nonchalant, yet every sentence is like a knife straight to the heart.
A discovery that could have shaken the world to its core, abandoned because of a moment of cowardice. You made their deaths as meaningless as those of the failed Alterum.
A wave of frost surges through the room, a bone-chilling cold creeps up on the floor. The windows, walls, and floors are sealed under thick layers of ice. They form intricate crystalline patterns. Zane! Don't freeze me! With each breath, the veins of his neck throb as black crystals spread rapidly across his skin. It's like they're trying to devour every last bit of his life force. This isn't the Zane I know. It's Murder Zane. This is the merciless Grim Reaper who emerged from the depths of hell itself. And he cuts away. All right, come on, game. We're getting close to the end here, guys. door that had been sealed with ice bursts open. Having completed their transformations into wanderers, the Alterum try to overwhelm us like a tidal wave. As soon as they get close, sharp icicles pierce their chests. The shards of ice then explode outward like a violent storm. More Alterum advance. They crush the fallen ice crystals beneath their feet as they crawl over corpses to reach us. All the Alterum open and close their mouths in unison. They stutter and produce these unsettling sounds. No matter how hard he tries, Zane can't make out what they're saying, or see their faces clearly. The nightmare wraps around his body like a phantom. It coils behind him and whispers fate's curse into his ear.
Aren't you a doctor?
Am I going to die?
Pay for this. I didn't sacrifice everything just to become someone ordinary and powerless.
One day, you will hurt her.
Yep. Memory time. He clutches his chest and feels the icy wind stabbed it. He stares at the corner of the tent fluttering in the snowy gale with a distant, otherworldly gaze. William, who had just finished a surgery, pauses in surprise. Then he smiles and holds out his hand towards him.
Nightmare? If you can't sleep, then we can go for a walk.
Not William. Not Billiam. Everything that just happened, it seems to have been a dream. He stares at his fingers, the blood, the girl's shocked expression. It was all just a dream. It was just a dream.
It's unfortunate we couldn't save the patient today. Don't be too hard on yourself. Back when I was doing research, failure meant you could always try again.
Oof.
But as a doctor, lives will only give you one chance. You know, I had these exact same feelings during my first mission as a military doctor.
Billiam, you're too kind. The polar night hadn't disappeared. The dark blue sky appears to be almost within reach. This desolate land, covered in a blanket of snow, is always magnificent.
It took me a long time to realize that what we have to face isn't just the loss of a life and death itself. The way they look at you in their final moments, it's always the same. Time and time again. You'll have to see their fear and desperation when they're about to die.
Oh, that's rough. William is deep in thought. Then, as if remembering something, he turns to Zane and smiles.
By the way, did you hear my final plea when you killed me?
He stares blankly at William's distorted face, and in the very next second, ice shards have already pierced his chest. Once again, he sinks into the dark abyss of his consciousness. Death and darkness. Deathy darkness. There are more of them. They're actually using the Alterum as weapons. I roll and find an opening in the wall of Alterum that's protecting Benedict. I aim my gun at him. Before I can pull the trigger, Brilliant Ice flies towards Benedict. Stab. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute agony. I cannot live. I cannot die. Thanks, Thunderbird. Benedict smiles. He crushes the ice shard embedded in his chest.
You're different from the man I was talking to earlier. I must say, you're skilled at saving and taking lives, Dr. Zane.
Murder Zane has arrived.
With a slight gesture of his hand, the Alterum freeze in place like marionettes. They withdraw like receding water if they received a silent command.
I hope you'll find your true path after our candid discussion.
Soon enough, only the two of us remain in the vast, cold control room. Ignoring everything else, I rush past the dissipating ice crystals to Zane and cradle his face in my hand. We smush his cheekies like this and we say, Zane! Zane, wake up, it's not time for a heckin' murder! Zane, look. Look at me, listen to me. No matter who Benedict is, I'll always keep a bullet just for him. Starting today. It's going to be an explosive round. Zane's labored breathing shows how intense the pain is. The black ice crystals emerge from his neck and continue to spread out. His ice-cold fingers are slowly slipping away from my palm. You need to wake up from this nightmare right now. These hands that saved countless lives should never be stained with the pain and guilt that don't belong to them, especially not because of scum like Benedict. Zane, you have to! These few seconds feel like centuries, and then he finally raises his head to look at me. He slowly tenses, and I see myself reflected in his icy gaze. Zane? Pain answers me instead. My consciousness shatters as I drift into the warm embrace of unconsciousness. Oh, chat, I think we might have been skewered. Before everything fades, distant memories regroup and flood my mind. The ground is littered with the remains of wanderers, their slowly dissipating. Meanwhile, searing pain burns in my chest. Struggling to push myself up, I see my blood-stained hands are small and thin. Did this happen when I was little? I look up, and there's a young man with a familiar face, but his expression is frighteningly cold and foreign. While I'm dazed, his face emerges with Zane's present-day appearance. They, from my memories and reality, approach me step by step.
Your existence is a mistake.
Oh no.
You must be eliminated.
It's as if black frost has covered his eyes. Having materialized in his raised hand, sharp ice crystals hurl themselves at me. Oh no. Pincushion MC, no! The next day, the pristine sanatorium stands tall, immaculate and serene. It's been restored to the point where yesterday's attack might have never happened at all.
Wherever and whenever you need us, we will provide you with healthcare services of the highest quality.
In the courtyard, a gentle breeze caresses the grass kissed by the early morning light. A cocoon hangs on a delicate, swaying flower stem. The faint sounds of struggle can be heard from within. Light reveals the outline of a tightly folded wings within its translucent walls. Moist and tender, it breaks free from its cocoon, and in the refreshing air of rebirth, those wings slowly take to the sky. It's a butterfly. It's a flutterby. So we did? Did we get turned into an MC kebab? The land of no return. My heart constricts as sharp pain courses through every fiber of my being. My consciousness sinks into a blurry darkness. Footsteps that are close by sound distant, as if they're muffled under a glacier. Zane, is that you? He stops in his tracks as if he heard me. He doesn't take candy or freeze the melty popsicle I offer him.
Stay away from me! I'm sorry.
A box sits on the doorstep. Wisps of cold air drift inside of it. Inside the box lie 3 misshapen snowballs, remnants from when Zane was still learning how to use his Evol as a kid. Really? Zane knows I got hit with ice when watching the seals. Now he made snowballs to tease me? I heard footsteps. Did he already leave? I don't see anyone nearby. As I hold the box close, an inexplicable sense of loss washes over me. I want to say his name, but something catches in my throat. It silences my voice. It might be the icicles that stabbed you there, MC-chan. Zane. I managed to finally call out his name, yet when I open my eyes, I find myself staring at a dimly lit ceiling. As my foggy consciousness slowly clears, I realize I'm lying down in a room at Axo Hospital.
Due to Miss Karen's poor health, Ever's press conference for today has been canceled. Mr. Benedict, the director of Val Sanatorium, stated that the patient's well-being takes precedence over the event.
Oh, you know she dead. A hand waves before me. Its owner's lips move as they say something I can't make out.
How many fingers am I holding up?
That's why I got messed up about Yvonne and Simone, because we have Yvonne as a freaking nurse. Looking down, I see my wounds have been bandaged, and the pain is mostly subsided. I sit up and take Yvonne's hand. Where's Zane?
Oh, you're awake. Thank goodness you're okay.
Where is he?
You had cardiac energy overload and some minor injuries when Dr. Zane brought you in.
Mostly icicle stabs.
We asked him what happened, but he wouldn't say anything. He stayed in this room until your vital signs stabilized.
As she speaks, Yvonne leans in. Her expression becomes more serious.
I heard from Grayson that Dr. Zane went to the director's office to submit his resignation letter.
What?
There was a loud commotion in the office. I've never seen the director that angry before. He didn't approve it and gave Dr. Zane an extended leave. Then he told him to go home and think things through. He wouldn't say another word about it.
Oh, jeez.
Dr. Zane didn't hesitate at all. But before he left the hospital, he asked us to take good care of you.
Well, now we're gonna get a nice extended plot point about Zane's guilt complex. Well, even further guilt complex when you think about it. Given certain revelations. I try to force myself to smile, but I can't. Only one thought is in my mind. Find him.
Wait,
Wait.
You can't just... Oh no. Please, be careful.
We have to find a man's.
I'm sorry. We haven't seen him.
Sorry.
You had the best burgers for dinner tonight? Hell yeah.
Dr. Zane. A few days ago, he said he'd be traveling to remote... Oh, you must be that young lady.
Ground pork and ground beef? Oh, good combo.
This is our new menu item for today. Would you like it to go?
Wait! Dr. Zane already paid for it!
I think I know where he's going. Zane's home, his favorite dessert place, cafe, near Axel Hospital. I visited every place I could think of, but there's no trace of him anywhere. Late into the night, I entered the passcode to his house again. I'm clinging on to one final hope. He's not there. The room is shrouded in darkness. Snowflakes drift in through gaps of the floor-to-ceiling windows. And all I was missing was a pizza sauce, because that's now my kitchen smells like pizza. Oh.
The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
I think we got a Zane on the run here. Memories that are no longer dormant slowly flood my mind again. I've seen those black ice crystals and that pained look on his face before. In my childhood memories, Zane moved away while carrying a heavy, unspoken guilt. This bad habit of disappearing has existed even back then. I hear a faint whimper in the cold. I raise my head and rub my stinging eyes to see Shichi. It's you. As if he understands me, Shichi leaps onto the sofa and gently places his paw on my knee. I feel like I've tried everything, but I still can't find him. Oh, there's one place you haven't tried. I hold Shichi close, my trembling voice barely above a whisper. I didn't realize it cracked until now. Please, can you help me one more time? Take me to him. Take me to the man's. Time passes, then Shichi obediently jumps down, sniffs the blanket on the sofa that carries Zane's scent, and runs towards the half-open door. In the darkness hours of the night, it's snowing again. Large snowflakes dance across the glowing streetlights. They settle on rooftop streets, passing cars, and the shoulders of pedestrians. After running for a long time, Shichi stops in front of a pitch-black fence. He circles it a few times before signaling me to follow him. Where am I? Streetlights illuminate the faded writing on a sign. This is a public cemetery in Lincoln City. It's also the final resting place for those who have no place to call home. Shichi quickly vanishes into the darkness. I steel myself before running after him. Whoosha! Up there he is. As soon as I see that familiar figure, my heart leaps violently in my chest. Zane! He stands in the snowy night, his coat billowing between black tombstones. He's like a ghost who has nowhere to go. I understand why he left the moment I see the name on the tombstones. He chose to imprison himself in this nightmare. He wants to atone, to seek redemption for the monsters he killed. I hurry to his side, but when I try to call out his name, it gets stuck in my throat.
Why are you here?
Questions overwhelm my mind, but I don't know what to ask about first. You chose to disappear without a word. You didn't even give me an explanation.
These graves belong to the people who died by my hand. I don't believe their deaths were unjustified. Do you think I'm here because of guilt? I'm not standing in front of them for repentance, let alone the atonement you're imagining.
I mean, way to be a mind reader, Zane. When you almost raised your hand against me, based on your judgment, did that mean I was also someone who needed to be killed? He doesn't evade the question. He nods without any hesitation. So this is why you submitted your resignation letter to Axo Hospital. You haven't even healed my heart yet, and you're just going to leave like that? You told me not to change doctors on a whim, but can the doctors abandon their patients whenever they want? A complex feeling crawls up from my throat to my tongue as emotions bubble up like boiling water.
I first met you when I came to Oxo Hospital. I was 12 at the time. Dr. Noah was a close friend of your grandmother, and I was told to look after you. You were afraid of me back then, until I used my power to keep your popsicle from melting. When things finally settled down after the Chrono Rift catastrophe, my parents asked if I wanted to move somewhere else. I hesitated for a long time. I was worried I wouldn't be able to see you anymore. But then that incident happened, and I actually hurt you. You were unconscious and bleeding heavily.
Oh gosh.
When I realized what happened, I couldn't understand why I did it.
He closes his eyes for a moment, then he opens them, his expression as serene as the calm after a snowstorm. It's like he finally woke up from a year-long nightmare only to discover that the nightmare has become a reality.
That was when I realized I could lose control of my power. And not being in control can lead to irreversible consequences. It's why I chose to leave without saying goodbye.
The truth pierces my heart like needles. Words are stuck in my throat.
Perhaps I chose cardiac surgery because I wanted to heal your heart. Or maybe I wanted to make amends for what I did back then. Even I don't know.
He keeps his gaze lowered, and his voice is as soft as melting snowflakes.
But I didn't hesitate when I chose the field of medicine. When I first recited the Hippocratic Oath, I truly believed I would become a good doctor.
Chat, we got another set of ads coming up pretty soon here.
I believed I would save many people, including the one I had hurt before.
Oh, goodness. It doesn't seem like he noticed my obvious shock. Zane just gazes calmly at the weathered gravestones.
Until that night on Mount Eternal, when I killed William.
Not Billiam! But you didn't have a better choice at the time. Once again, he lowers his emotionally detached gaze.
Do you really think a killer can be a doctor who saves lives? If something like this happens again, you might regret the fact that you tried to keep me close.
Are you saying your nightmares are destined to become reality? Will I turn into a monster that needs to be killed one day? I didn't expect him to answer, yet he shakes his head.
I don't know.
So are you avoiding me now because of logical reasonings? What about your feelings? If we're going by pure logic, then now is the time. Feelings. Do it, Zane. Are you afraid, or is this something you don't want to do? Looking at his calm, aloof expression, I find myself beyond the point of rationality. MC, you are getting kind of like, amped up just a little bit. Whatever you do today, I won't have any regrets.
but I would.
Snowflakes land on my eyelashes. They turn his figure into into prismatic fragments that are like ripples in the darkness. All right, there goes the ads. Be right back, guys. All right, we're back. Thank you for being patient through the ads, as always. How about we turn off the music? There we go. They turn his figure into prismatic fragments like they are ripples in the darkness.
I'm certain that if I were to truly hurt you one day, it would be the greatest regret of my life.
Aw. The snowflakes fall as if they're floating through the cosmos. They land on us and the gravestones. We stand in silence, and neither of us exchanges a single word. After that day, rumors related to the Alterum and Dawnbreaker faded away like melting snow. These pure white specks were but fleeting visitors. The city awakens in daylight, and once again, it's immersed in its bizarre flood of information. The spaceship core energy remains concentrated in my chest. It's like a seed that's merged with my flesh. It faintly echoes with my heartbeat. I know these ether cores connect my past to my future. They're linked to the secrets hidden in deep space. Yet I wonder what fate awaits the Alterum, Zane, and me. Ever won't give up on the Fountain of Atay they've carefully cultivated. They'll continue to weave their dreams of immortality. But they were right about one thing. The cycle of life and death is an inescapable truth. The constraints of matter break down, and the shackles of time and space gradually dissolve. Countless civilizations rise and fall amongst the stars. Because of the laws that guide entropy and dissipation, Earth's magnificent radiance will eventually fade. Humanity's long, undisturbed period of exile will also come to an end. I wouldn't understand that much until much later. The Creator had planted foreshadowings in an era predating life itself. Ooh. And I think... Yep, that's it. Alright, so the next 3 things are going to be just battle things, which I'll take care of off stream. And, next week... Chat, next week, we get to start on the most current content. The most current storyline over there in the land that is To Our Yesterday. And it's got its own like 4 sections. Chat, we're nearing the finish line in terms of getting caught up on MSQ. I know today was kind of rough. And honestly, like, it was tough to just like not get too hung up on that, you know what I mean? But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and being so very patient with all these struggles and stuff. And like I said earlier in the stream, we got upgrades and stuff on the way coming in for as far as like PC parts and stuff. And I'm going to be working on improving the computer as well as improving like sound quality and stuff, because I do want this stream to be as good as humanly possible for you guys, so that way you can just, you know, enjoy yourselves and have a nice time here. All right, I think it's time. I think it's time to raid somebody. Do you agree? I think it's time to raid somebody. Let's see here. Who is on? Who is on? Hang on. I guess these... Ugh. Alrighty. We got a couple people we can look into. Says we should go... Who have we not rated into in a minute, though? Let me think about that one. For like half a beat. Alright.
I have made up my mind.
We're going to go say hi to Ducky. Because Ducky right now is playing some Helldivers, and I know some of you really enjoy that content. And she's playing it with Kiwi right now. So you guys go and give them a little hello. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Quick reminder, no stream tomorrow night because it is Valentine's Day and I'm spending part of my evening with my girlfriend. So we'll be back on Sunday. And I am going to play Hytale as promised. I just got to remember to buy the game before then. Seriously, thank you guys again for being here and for, again, being patient with all the stuff. Like, you guys seriously make my day to hang out with you and just talk with you about the most random stuff on stream when we're just goofing around. Like, it really, really does, like, make my day and also just a very positive impact on my life. So again, appreciate you guys. Plug the Discord real quick on the way out, in case you haven't joined there already. And I'll see you on Sunday evening. You guys do take good care of yourselves, all right? Have a good one.